West Ham made a bold statement by replacing David Moyes with Julen Lopetegui, but just 20 games in and it's all unraveled. Seeing West Ham sack Lopetegui and now turn to ex-Chelsea and ex-Brighton head coach in Graham Potter to see if he can help reignite his team and save this sinking ship. And I predicted it wouldn't work out. When I was making tons of videos before the season about West Ham saying how impressed I was with some of their signings, I said the only way I could really see West Ham not be able to execute and get into European spots is with Lopetegui. I wasn't impressed with Lopetegui in Sevilla, nor Real Madrid, nor Wolves. I wasn't impressed with him. And now he comes into West Ham and he does exactly what I said he would, not do well. And just 20 Premier League games into the season, Lopetegui has been sacked. But where did it all go wrong? And with the club's significant summer signings, do I think Graham Potter can pull them out the hole? Now, in hindsight, the writing was on the wall. Lopetegui's appointment to replace David Moyes in the summer wasn't met with universal approval. Moyes, after all, had delivered West Ham's first major European title since 1965 by winning the Conference League in 2023. Yet, there was palpable desire for change among the fans. They were just tired of Moyes' perceived conservative tactics, and they wanted a manager that could come in and play more expansive football and even push him higher in European spots. I don't know why people thought Lopetegui was that manager, because as far as I'm concerned, Lopetegui is quite a conservative manager as well, even though he does play three at the back. Enter Julen Lopetegui, a coach with a reputation for possession football and defensive solidity, but not necessarily known for his attacking flair as a coach. West Ham fans, craving vibrant attacking football, were understandably skeptical, at least what I could tell on social media. Some really bought into it because he did a decent job at Wolves, and decent is the max I would say it was, but also others were understandably skeptical, and I can completely understand that. I even saw some West Ham fans saying Lopetegui. It was a slogan from the AC Milan fans, so some West Ham fans really didn't understand the move, and I can completely understand why they thought that, because for me, again, I wasn't impressed with any of his stints at any other clubs. Was he a good manager? Yes. Was he a superb manager? No, I wouldn't have said that at all. Lopetegui's West Ham averaged 46.6% of possession, which was a slight improvement from Moyes' last season. However, Lopetegui's West Ham were far from dominant. With only 173 passing sequences of 10 plus passes, they ranked 6th lowest in the league. Despite having 22.6% of passes leading to attacking areas compared to 15.4% under David Moyes, they failed to convert these chances into goals. Not a single West Ham goal came from a sequence of 10 passes or more, meaning that although yes, Lopetegui's West Ham had a little bit more of possession than David Moyes' West Ham, and Lopetegui's West Ham, where their passes went more forward, nothing really ever came from that. Even against Everton, a team with one of the lowest possession stats in the league, a team notorious for sitting back, having a good low block, West Ham managed only 39% of possession against Everton. It highlighted a significant issue. Lopetegui's team couldn't control games, a fundamental flaw given his tactical philosophy. And defensively, the picture wasn't much brighter. West Ham's shot face per game barely decreased, and their XG against remained a high 1.8 per game. Only Southampton, Ipswich Town, and Leicester had worse records. The Hammers also conceded the second most headed shots, revealing vulnerabilities in the air, despite summer investments in Todibo and Kilman. Their defensive frailties were glaring, and when you combine that with an underwhelming attack, it's no surprise results were so poor for West Ham. Lopetegui's West Ham was easy to play through, often caught out in transition both offensively and defensively. In attack, their expected goals was a modest 1.5, ranking only 10th in the league, despite having guys like Bowen, Kudus, and Lucas Paqueta. They struggled to convert chances. Their 8.2% conversion rate was 4th worst in the league, and the 3-1 loss to Leicester, despite 31 shots and 3.1 expected goals, epitomized their inefficiency. So with underwhelming performances on both ends of the pitch, Lopetegui's tenure was doomed from the start. And then reported internal conflicts with technical director Tim Steidten and communication issues further complicated matters. Lopetegui's English wasn't amazing, and his reliance on Edu Rubio to communicate with players reportedly led to unrest within the squad. Ultimately, West Ham's board decided enough was enough. With the team languishing in 14th place, just 7 points above the relegation zone, Lopetegui and his staff were shown the door. Honestly, they could have sacked him earlier and no one would have batted an eye. I even think they gave him too much time in charge of West Ham. But now in comes Graham Potter, a manager with a point to prove after his Chelsea stints. Did very well at Brighton, but at Chelsea it just wasn't meant to be. Can he turn things around for West Ham? Well, only time will tell, but one thing is clear: Lopetegui's time at West Ham serves as a cautionary tale of mismatched expectations and the harsh realities of modern football. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Can Graham Potter turn things around for the Irons, or is this season done and over with?